one lady actually came and offered me water in a chair, and I was
Oh my god.
but prank call people. She would call them and just pretend to be someone else. But it made me so comfortable in my body. By the time I reached shoot,
Yeah.
I didn't care who was watching. I met Twinkle Khanna one day and she told me, you know that you've scared my son. And the assistant was so scared. She came and told me, ma'am, I'm really sorry, but we are going to have to change the number. The answer is wrong.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm with someone whose on-screen presence is so captivating and at the same time she's such a celebrated actor. Joining me in a conversation is Vidya Balan. Hello.
Hi.
So nice to have you and it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
I'm going to play a concept with you today that says Secrets of Vidya, where
Okay.
we're going to take you through your filmography and some of the most iconic films that you have done.
Okay.
But before that, when I was going through every work that you have done, what I realized is you started in 1995 with Hum Paanch and we're in 2023. That's nearly 3 decades.
Yeah, exactly. I think Hum Paanch I actually joined in 1996.
Yeah.
But you're right, I started working in 1995 on another television show. So yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, I was just a year old then.
You've been in this industry for so long. Does it become difficult to be true to your core self? Because the industry can get to you.
I don't think it's just industry, right? I think you tend to, as human beings, take things for granted over time. When you've been doing something for a while, I think it's very easy to like go down that road. Feel like, I can just show up on set. And which is why I'm constantly looking for things to do that challenge me and excite me. That make me feel like, oh my God, I'm a little nervous about going to set today.
Yeah.
I'm excited about going to set today. That's very important because that can tend to happen. It's just because it's like you brush unthinkingly. It shouldn't become like one of those things. It can become one of that, but I think one has to guard against it.
100%. And I know your story. I've heard it. And you're so strong. The fact that, 12 films didn't work out for you. Now that you're successful, do you ever think that मैंने अगर तभी give up कर दिया होता तो मेरी life कितनी अलग होती?
नहीं, I keep thinking, आयना कि thank God वो सब मेरे साथ हुआ.
Oh.
क्योंकि अगर वो सब नहीं हुआ होता तो मैं यहाँ नहीं होती. I don't know if I would have been the person I am today if I hadn't been through those experiences. They shaped me.
Yeah.
As much as my family has shaped me and my experiences, my childhood has shaped me.
Yeah.
I think it's all these experiences that also strengthen my resolve to follow my passion.
Yeah.
And there's been only one all my life, to act.
To act.
So I was like, it made me feel like, nahi, give up nahi karna chahiye. So I'm very grateful for that time.
Yeah, I have to say that. And now we'll get into some of the most iconic films that you've done. So we've got these stills and we want to give you each of them. And if you could tell us one secret that went behind these iconic films.
Oh God, one secret? Or should I just share?
Anything that you feel like.
Oh,
Starting
God.
with Kahani.
So Kahani, okay, we shot Kahani in a lot of real Durga Puja pandals.
Yeah.
So we would it was like a guerrilla shoot, you wouldn't see the camera would be placed somewhere and I would just walk into the Durga Puja pandal. People didn't know there was a shoot happening. Because I was pregnant, there were times when they look at me and feel like, oh, is this her? Then they look at my stomach and say, no, it can't be her. And there was a time when I remember at one of the pandals, Shujoy told me, you have to just look like a little exhausted. So I did that. And one lady actually came and offered me water in a chair. And I was...
Oh my God.
But these are like lovely instances from a shoot which make you feel like, okay, maybe I've got the body language right. मैंने उस चीज़ का बहुत नाजायज़ फ़ायदा उठाया.
Yeah, I have to tell you this as an audience when I was watching this in the theatre and the last scene where she picks up this thing and she removes it and the whole theatre goes like, oh my God, ये क्या हुआ? Like,
the other thing I will tell you about this film is that when Shujoy shared the script, of course I knew, but no one else on the team knew except the prosthetics team.
Yeah.
that this, that she's not pregnant actually in the film. When we shot that last scene, there were people on set who went, and then to have that collective gasp in the theatre was also amazing. People had actually not read the entire script because Shujoy would not share that just so that we could retain.
So it was a suspense for the sets as
for
well.
the entire team.
That's lovely. Next comes this film,
Tumhari Sulu.
So Banja Tu Meri Rani was a song that we used to like listen to normally. You know, it started playing everywhere. It's your normal day casual song. Then I used to hear it in clubs. So the way this song actually captivated many moods was something to be noted. Like it was great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember we had Guru Randhawa actually drop in on set for the shoot, and he and I did a little, of course it wasn't in the film, but we shook a leg together, and it was great fun. But what I will tell you about Tumhari Sulu is that my sister is the biggest prankster I have known. So she would actually, in the days of the landline, she would actually prank call people. She would call them and, just pretend to be someone else and say all sorts of rubbish. Of course, she was not like Sulu, but I think I got inspiration for Sulu from my sister. I've never said that before, but I really think it was the masti that Sulu had was a lot inspired by my sister.
Yeah, so Sulu is dedicated in a way.
Actually to all of us, because there's a Sulu in all of us, I feel, but yes. I also feel closest to Sulu as a character, in person.
Really?
I feel like I'm a hopeless optimist.
Yeah, that's so lovely actually.
And I like to try everything out, and
And that's why we have Dirty Picture, because you were ready to try everything out.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
This blew up. This was like, oh my God, Vidya Balan as Silk Smita, and like how was that for you? What gave you the courage to take up this film?
My God, I think there was just hunger.
Yeah.
I don't think I even realized that, there were people who warned me and said, listen, you have a Miss Goody Two Shoes image. Do you really want to do a dirty picture? You want to play Silk? It might tarnish your image. And I didn't care. This is what I'm here to do as an actor, so I just jumped right into it. But I remember when I was training for Ooh La La, and I thought, पहले तो छोटे-छोटे कपड़े पहनाए, एक आईने के सामने खड़ा करके मुझे डांस करने को बोली, पोनी वर्मा the choreographer, and I would start moving and she would say, नहीं कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं है, और करो. At one point I thought different parts of my body were moving, was really getting disjointed from the body and moving forward. That I've thrust and all sorts of thrusts so much. But it made me so comfortable in my body. By the time I reached shoot, I didn't care who was watching. I didn't care कि कैसा मतलब costume सही लग रहा है नहीं लग रहा. Of course, I had Niharika Khan. I didn't have to worry. But I'm saying it was just, I've never felt that kind of freedom in my body like I did during the Dirty Picture.
Wow. You didn't have that confidence before?
No, as an actor I did, but I had not seen myself in clothes like that ever. And then to move and not just move. A lot of the movements were very pronounced. The pelvic thrusts and the
shimmy or whatever.
Everything. So I think it was just, the first time I saw myself in the mirror, I was like, this is too much movement. But then I got used to it.
Yeah.
And then I started dirty dancing.
Dirty Picture. Then comes Bhool Bhulaiya, which literally scared all of us. What would you...
Oh God. The funniest was when I met Twinkle Khanna one day and she told me, that you've scared my son. So he loves the song and he dances on it. And then at some point, I don't know what happens to him, he gets scared and he comes and hugs me.
Oh my God. I actually have something to share.
Yeah.
So Bhool Bhulaiya was, it released when I was 9. And no, I don't mean it that way. I do
That's
not.
it. Over.
No.
Time out.
I have to tell you this. It was my 9th birthday, so my dad has selected some theatre seats, and I don't know why, for some reason, I had never seen a horror film in my life, and for some reason he's decided कि चलो बच्चों को ये दिखाते हैं. And we have gone and I've watched this film, and I have been so petrified on my birthday that this has come out. And the funniest part was, one of my friends who came with the film and who was very close to me back in school. Her name was Avni.
Oh no!
And your character's name was
Avni.
Avni. So we all thought she's Manjulika. Because that's how scary it was.
Oh, that's a lovely story.
Yeah, what would you like to say about Manjulika and playing this character? Did you have second doubts about?
No, nothing. I enjoyed just letting loose of that evil part of me. I think it was great fun, yeah. But we were shooting in a place called Chomu Castle in Jaipur, and the lights were off inside the castle because now we were shooting outside the castle at night. So I was sitting inside the castle and slowly I had ghungroos on. I didn't realize I was walking around. And there were people who actually got scared and started saying, they didn't know it was me.
Yeah.
So there were people who were actually petrified thinking there's a ghost in the castle. Because firstly, when you say castle, you think ki, bhoot ka to hona bahut zaruri hai. So it was great fun, cheap thrills.
What do you think about Bhool Bhulaiya 2 when Kiara, Karthik and Tabu ma'am have taken the legacy forward?
I think it's great.
Did you watch
I just think it means that Bhool Bhulaiya 1 was so iconic that they had to end up making a 2.
Did you watch the film?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Next we have Shakuntala Devi, of course.
Yes, another film that I did with Anu Menon, the director of Neeyat. You know, when I see this image, I remember that was a day when we were shooting this scene earlier in the day where they'd given me, I was solving a problem, a math problem, and it was, I think, a 16 or 18 digit answer. And then suddenly, I was fully ready for the scene, and they came and told me that assistant was so scared. She came and told me, ma'am, I'm really sorry, but we are going to have to change the number. The answer is wrong. And she thought I'm going to scream at her. I said, okay, give me the number. So I looked at it, I said, okay, I'm ready for the shot. She was so shocked. I actually loved numbers. So I was so thrilled to play Shakuntala. Because in school, I could remember birth dates. I could, just remember phone numbers. I've just always been good with numbers, even with calculations and all that. So it was quite easy for me. Thankfully, I didn't have to solve it myself. That would have been tough.
Yeah, Shakuntala Devi, of course. No one can compete with that. And lastly, of course, your upcoming film, Neeyat.
Neeyat, which is releasing on the 7th of July in theatres near you. Please do go and watch it. I'd say it's a classic murder mystery, and that's a genre that I love. And I've realized after the trailers come out that lots of people love that. So, and I'd say it's an entertaining murder mystery.
Yeah.
You have to watch it to know what I'm saying.
We saw the trailer, and even in the office there was a discussion. They were like, I was like, has she killed it? Has Prajakta killed it? Has Rahul Bose killed?
Yeah,
there was a guess game going on.
Today, earlier in the day, some media asked me, they said, who killed Ashish Kapoor? And I was like, you. No, so it's an amazing cast. It was great to team up with Anu again also. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Please watch it, please watch it, please watch it.
Are there calculations, because this is a film release and now we have OTT also? Do you have thoughts on that?
A theatrical release I'm having after 4 years after Mission Mangal. So I'm extremely excited. And you make films, you tell stories. Right. It's really up to the director to make it more OTT friendly or more theatrical friendly. But I think what happens on OTT is maybe it's a little more nuanced. On the big screen, I think it just needs to appeal to a larger number of people. It has to be accessible to a larger number of people, more mass. So it's exciting times ahead.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was lovely talking to you.
Same here.
And we wish you all the very best for Neeyat. And I'm sure it's going to ignite a lot of thrill in the audience, like Manjulika and other films have done.
Thank you. Are you going to watch it?
Yes, I am.
Where?
Theatres, 7 July, nearby.
How shameless am I? But thank you so much, Aina. That was lovely.
Same here.
If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.